But hello, everybody. Hi. Did you all do your homework? This homework was very stressful and depressing. This chapter was very sad. There's a message that I can't really see because it's popping. Oh, there it is. Ah, hi, Genjutsu-sama. How you been? I've been okay. Before I was gonna stream on, I said I was gonna stream on a day and then I didn't because that was the day that Ameko had her birthday stream scheduled the first time. So that's the reason why I didn't stream on that day, because originally I was going to be doing Ameko's birthday stream, but then that stream got rescheduled. Hi, Iris. Yes, Professor. I finished the homework. Good. I like to be your guys' teacher. Did you do the homework? I like to ask that. It's fun. It was very depressing and like brutal. This chapter was way more like crazy. Like I remember saying in the other chapters, like, the visual novel so far is not as like brutal as the anime, but this chapter was pretty brutal. You did do the homework? I did. I took notes on my computer this time, so I'm gonna open them up instead of taking them on physical paper. So I'm gonna open them up so I can read them. Here we go. It was a crazy chapter, very brutal. I agree. And we had a lot of questions answered from that other route. Although I was curious because, so this route was like the same as that other route, except for the weird thing is this route, when she met Keiichi, he was the one protecting her from the bikers, whereas on the other route, I thought she was the one who protected him from them. So I thought that was weird. That's the only difference. I thought that was weird. It was more gory than all the other chapters combined. Yeah, I know. It was really shocking. The Satoko part was really hard to read. I almost started crying at that part. Like, I felt so bad for her. And I was really shocked by how, like, I kind of thought, because I remembered some of the shocking scenes from the anime. I kind of thought that in the visual novel they would be less shocking because you can't see what's happening, but somehow they were, like, more disturbing to me because of the fact that they were, like, explained in detail or, like, described in detail. Like, the infamous fingernail scene, I wasn't expecting to still disturb me in the visual novel, but it did. It did because of the way it was described. I could, like, feel her pain. Oh. Streamlabs just closed itself for some reason, but it's back. That was weird. It, like, well, it minimized, it didn't close. She was really mean to Sadako. Yeah! I have notes here. I have a lot of notes that I took. But I was like, I didn't like her, okay? Shion. Well, I guess by the end she was calling herself Mion, but I'm just gonna still call her Shion. I did not like her. Like, I already didn't like her before, but this chapter made me really not like her. Like, I thought that I might start to like her more as I read more chapters, because I know a lot of the Higurashi fan base likes her. But man, she was really unlikable, especially because, like, normally in every route, it's just, like, things start to go crazy after the Watanagashi festival, and you think, well, this is just, like, an alternate version of her, right? But in this chapter, even before the festival, she was treating Satoko poorly, and I was just like, is this just her actual self and not just, like, her, like, reaction to, like, whatever goes on after the festival, like Oyashiro-sama? Basically, don't mess with the Sonozakis. Yeah, they're scary. Yeah, there were some differences, but I assume that's just how it is since they retold stuff with minor differences in the previous chapters as well. That's true. Shion completely lost it. She went so crazy. And I watched a little bit of the Steam version. The Steam version doesn't have voice acting, but I watched a little clip of a different YouTuber playing this chapter because I was curious to hear the voice acting. The voice acting was like, her voice actress did a really good job sounding crazy. Like, it was insane. I have my notes here. The first note I took was, wow, I don't think we saw Shion's school in the anime, but we barely really even saw it in the visual novel either. We only saw it for like a second. It has voice acting. Yeah, some versions have voice acting. The Steam version doesn't, though. But if you look on YouTube, there's some people who have uploaded clips of the voice acting. I've heard that the reason that the Steam version doesn't have voice acting is because of, like, licensing issues. But there are versions of it that have voice acting. It's kind of weird that the Steam version doesn't. But yeah, the version I read the Steam version, so that one didn't have voice acting. I just heard the voice acting in a clip of it on a YouTube video. Oh, I thought it was interesting that this chapter is the first one to have like a opening cinematic sort of. Like it didn't have like visuals, but it had like if they played the song that's like the Dear You song, they played it with like the names scrolling on the screen at the beginning. I thought that was weird that that's the only chapter that did that. I wonder if there's a patch. Oh, there might be. I didn't think of that. There might be a way to add it. I have quite a few notes here. She was really mean to Satoko since she blamed her for Satoshi's suffering. Her main motivation was her love for Satoshi, but since there weren't many scenes where they interacted, it wasn't easy to empathize with Shion. Yeah, I kept thinking, like, she's, like, really in love with this guy that seems like she barely knows. And I get that there were scenes of them interacting off camera, or, like, off, like, the viewers, away from the viewer's eyes, like, when she was on the base, helping with the baseball team and stuff like that. But still, it felt weird, because it felt like she didn't know him very well, but she was so obsessed with him. And he didn't, like, he definitely didn't seem to like her as much as she liked him. At least that's the way I saw it. Oh yeah, they did. I like the music of this chapter as well. Yeah, the music in this chapter was really good. They had a lot of, like, if you guys haven't heard this, you can look it up. But there's like Dear You songs. Like all the characters have a different version of a song called Dear You from their perspective, and like pretty much all the songs in this chapter were like the melody of those songs, which like the Dear Yous came after the visual novel, but it was just like for me who heard the Dear You songs before playing the visual novel, it was like, wow, it was very fun to hear the songs that I knew. And I was like singing along. Also, she basically lied to him the whole time. Yeah, she was lying about being Mion. Although it was understandable for why she was doing that, because she, like, we saw what happened when it came out that she was Shion, but it still was weird because then it meant that, like, he didn't really even know her, really. She was so obsessed with him and he didn't even really know her. He just thought she was Mion. Oh, you already knew the band. Is the Dear You a band? I just know the Dear You songs. I didn't know it was a band. But yeah, those songs are really good, and I would really recommend looking them up if you haven't heard them. If anyone hasn't heard them already. They're like different ones for different arcs from the different characters' point of views. It must have really messed with his head. Yeah, especially because, like, you had, like, his friend Mion, and then Shion was there acting differently, and I don't know. It was weird. And I really hated the part where she was in the school, and she was supposed to be Mion for the day, or pretending to be Mion for the day, and she just, like, beat up Satoko. It's like, girl, what? Don't do that. Like, oh, she was so unlikable. Okay, I'll give them a listen. Yeah, they're pretty good. I would recommend them. My favorite is Rena's version. Rena's version is Dear You Cry. I think it's from the first arc. I think. Or it might be from an arc we haven't gotten to. The school part was messed up. Yeah. And then he forgave her so easily. I was really surprised that, like, after she beat up Satoko, he just she just, like, apologized to him, and he just forgave her, and he apologized to her. I was like, what? If someone beat up my sister in school, I would not forgive them. Certainly not that easily. I was like, Satoshi, why? I really liked Satoshi, though, for the most part. I liked how, like, airheaded he was. I like that he didn't seem like... Because a lot of times male characters in anime are so, like, generic and, like, MC, just, like, no personality. I liked that he was, like, airheaded and ditzy. I liked him a lot. I also, I thought it was interesting that she, like, even before the Watanagashi, there were signs of her having the demon inside of her. Like, her talking about feeling like there was, like, something living inside of her. And I also thought it was interesting that, like, if Mion supposedly is the one who was born with the demon inside of her, well, apparently they actually both have it. Either that or Shion is the only one who had it all along. Especially given how young Satoko is compared to Shion/Mion. Yeah! And it was especially also... That part was also messed up because if you think about it, Satoko didn't know that was a different person. Satoko thought that was Mion. Like, Satoko thought that was her friend. It's just messed up. I took it as he didn't really forgive her, but he apologized, just screaming at her for the things he thought the Sonozakis did. Oh, is that what he was apologizing for? That would make more sense. But still, I don't think I would forgive her. She's just crazy. And it was just like she couldn't even see Satoko's point of view. Like, she couldn't even... Like, she kept being like, oh, she needs to become more mature. It's like, she's a literal child with an abusive parent. Like, what? How can you blame a child who's being abused for, like, crying and relying on her older brother? Like, I understand that it did cause a lot of stress for Satoshi, but it's like, that's the kind of situation where, like, nobody there's the bad guy. Well, I guess just, like, the aunt is the bad guy. But, like, Satoko is not the bad guy in that situation. And she kept being like, I hope that Satoko dies next, as well as the aunt. It's like, only the aunt really needs to die in that situation. Satoko wouldn't be causing any more trouble for Satoshi anyways if the aunt died. I was just like, how is Satoko dying a solution to your problems, Shion? She's like 10 or 11 or something like that. How else is she going to deal with it? Yeah, I know. It's insane. Shion was bothering me so much this whole chapter. The chapter also... I don't know how long it took you guys, but it took me a lot longer than any other chapter has taken me so far. Like, most of the other chapters didn't take me nearly as long as this one did. I'm not sure how long it took, though. I'm going to check in Steam. This one took me about 10 hours. I don't know if I was like slower reading this one or if it was just longer, but it felt longer to me. Did Satoshi kill the ant? I think he did, but what happened with him? I think he did kill the ant. Or at least I think in the anime they definitely showed it as him killing the ant, which is maybe why I think that way. But I think he did, and I wonder what happened to him. I wonder if they're going to explain that later or anything. Hi, Saz! But, like, do you guys think that he was the guy in Tokyo? Like, the person that supposedly was in Tokyo, and in the notes, or in the tips, it said that there was, like, a guy in Tokyo that started spelling his name as Hojo, but then, like, rewrote it. Like, at about the same length as Chapter 3. Oh, I think Chapter 3 took me a lot less time than this one did. Does that say konbanwa? Is that what that says? I don't know Japanese, I'm just guessing. Konnichiwa? No, that does not say konnichiwa, does it? I can't speak I can't read Japanese, Saz. I can't read it. Konbanwa, yeah? I did an okay job. I figured it out. Yeah, Shion did some really messed up stuff and was really self-centered. It also makes a lot of sense how often Mion apologized to Shion for taking her place when she got the tattoo. Oh, yeah. I felt so bad for Mion having to watch everybody she loved die right in front of her, and then like having to apologize 1,000 times for Satoko, but then she couldn't, like, she wasn't able to do it enough. This chapter just made me sad and like angry at Shion. It's like so much unnecessary killing in this whole chapter. I was just like, ugh, Shion, you're the worst. That's how I felt. Yes, good evening. Good evening. It's morning for me, though. Well, I guess it's kind of evening for me, though, because of the fact that my sleep schedule means that I'm going to bed probably after the stream. So in a way, it's kind of evening for me, but also morning. Mion also ended up taking the blame for their deaths. She unplanned it really well. What happened to the bodies in the well? Oh, yeah. Did they explain what happened to the bodies in the well? Or was it... Because I thought... I thought that in the chapter before... like, not this chapter, but, like, the other chapter that was really similar, didn't they find the bodies in the well? And that's how they found, like, Mion's body in the well, right? Or no? Also, before all the murdering started, Mion was talking a lot about switching places when Shion broke out of the school. Oh. Was she? I forgot about that part. I go to sleep at dawn, work routine. I go to sleep not at dawn, but in the morning. They couldn't find any bodies. Oh, really? I thought that's interesting, because I think that in the other chapter that's really similar to this one, they did find bodies in the well, didn't they? They actually found out that Shion was the real murderer since they found her diary. Yeah, I do remember that. I did see that. I feel like I was confused a lot in this chapter. Just by what people are saying now in chat. I'm like, I don't remember that. So is Shion actually the firstborn? I was confused about that. Because Shion was always like, I'm actually Mion. I don't know. I felt super confused about that whole thing towards the end. About the Shion Mion shenanigans. They found blood, hair, and tissue. Oh. Yeah, again. Oh, she was the firstborn. I feel like I was confused. I was like, I thought she was just going crazy. I was like, I thought she was just going crazy thinking she was Mion. It was really confusing towards the end with the name switching too. So they were actually switched. So Mion, the one we know as Mion, didn't have the demon in her the whole time. The whole time it was only Shion. Because I read this chapter thinking they both had a demon in them. Poor reading comprehension. Even Shion said she didn't know who she was anymore. So it was written confusingly on purpose. Gosh. The second last tip in the extras really threw me off. Which was that one? The second last tip in the extras, was that the one that was the one that was about how Shion's diary... Was that the one where they were like, Shion's diary was happy because it's full of Satoshi's name? Or is that not it? I thought that was weird. Did I read that wrong? I'm suddenly feeling like I got everything wrong. It took me 10 hours and I still didn't understand any of it. Apparently. The cops have the diary, but you need to swap the names. The last tip was weird. It was like her mom was disowned. But also they're still close. They attacked each other with katanas. Was this the first time seeing a Keiichi sprite? I thought it was. I wrote that he looks like such a Chad. He looked like buff. Why did he look buff? Why is Keiichi buff? I don't know. It made me more confuzzled. This whole thing was confusing. It was especially confusing because the whole time I was reading this, I had a headache. I was like anticipating the fingernail scene because I knew it was coming. Because from the anime, the fingernail scene is like the most infamous probably. So I wrote in my notes when it was about to happen, fingernail time, baby. That part is so gross or like shocking. After it happened, I texted Amiko's fingernail scene and then an emoji, and she said iconic. I was like, I guess in a way it is. It's probably the most famous scene from Higurashi. Guess that does kind of make it iconic in just the definition of the word. Kirin-san, hi! Welcome to the stream. Dropping by to say, hi, great chapter, one of the best. Really enjoying you trying to piece it together. Fingernails, baby! Hi, welcome to the stream. It was a good chapter, but it was really confusing. It was fun to see Shion's perspective, though, too. It was fun to see... I mean, we already saw that police guy from the other town's... Was he from Tokyo? From the police guy's perspective. But it was interesting to see another perspective from just a civilian who wasn't Keiichi. That was interesting. And we got to seeing like the, before Keiichi came to town was also interesting. They were still close. Mion's grandma just disowned her for outward appearances the same way she bluffed to make people think she was the reason why people were choosing to die. Yeah, it was just for appearances. They're all about appearances. Sonozaki family is scary. Wow. Everybody in chat is friends. That's so fun. I wrote somehow these messed up scenes seem even worse in the VN than in the anime. To me, they felt worse because they were described. In the anime, you just see like anime girls like bleeding everywhere and like killing each other. But in this, it's like described, and to me that made it worse. It makes me wonder if the whole chapter was based off of Shion's diary, and that's why the scene where Kei saved her was almost exactly like the Satoshi scene. Ah. So are you saying that maybe it wasn't actually what actually happened, but just what she wrote? Was okay saving her the way he did was really funny. That was hilarious. He went on a rant. It was like, it reminded me of like Fubuki's glasses rant. He like rambled about cosplay and how girls are more attractive if they're wearing clothes than if they're not. I thought it was really funny. Yeah, spookier to feel it through descriptions. You guys know what the spookiest scene in this one was for me? Right after Shion killed Rika and she was like going crazy and like going on this huge rant, the music in the background and everything about that scene was so unnerving and creepy. And I was reading it in the middle of the night and I was like getting a little like scared. It was like a chill going up my spine at that scene. That part was creepy and that music was really creepy. And there's Rika. Rika's scene was interesting too because it was also described as being like a different person. But I guess this chapter and the other Rika chapter made me think, is Rika's whole like, is it a separate, like, is it like a multiple personalities sort of thing? Or is it like that her normal personality in school is like a facade? That's what I was wondering. Like, is she just does she just pretend to be like hide her true nature, or does she actually have like two personalities? Yeah, the music, OMG. The music in this chapter was so good and very scary at lots of points. Oh wait, I have my BGM on right now. But on my end, yeah. I've been playing one of the songs from the VN in the background right now. Anyways, and I just had my BGM playing. I don't know if it's too loud or too quiet. Should really turn on the Psycho, and the music fit it really well. Yeah! What the fuck happened with Rika? That part was weird. Oh, and also, especially that part with Rika, she had the syringe. And the syringe, like, after she got injected by it, she, like, tore out her throat. And the thing is, when I watched the anime, I originally had the impression that the reason that she... Well, in the anime, she just kind of, like, stabs herself. She doesn't, like, tear her throat out. But, in the anime, I had the impression that she just did it because she wanted to die on her own terms. But in the visual novel, I had more of a feeling of that the syringe caused her to do that to herself, and that whatever was in the syringe is whatever got the camera guy. What's the camera guy's name? Jiro? I really want to go ham and talk about Rika, but easily we'll go through spoilers. But yeah, more about Rika to be revealed soon. I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm so excited to find out in the next chapters. The syringe? Yeah. Like, the syringe she brought to stab Shion with. But then Shion grabbed it and stabbed her with it. I think the real Rika is her Joker self. Yeah, when she was a Joker in the last chapter. We're gonna call that the Joker self because I called it, because I kept saying, who is this, the Joker, when we were reading them. It felt like the Joker until it was revealed that it was Rika. Maybe somebody should edit her to look like the Joker. Gamer Rika lives in a society. She really does. She's a gamer too? That's epic. Tomitake. Yeah, I think Tomitake. Is this his? I think his name is like Jiro Tomitake. Tomitake, right? Jiro Tomitake. Tomitake. Yeah, it seems like Rika was involved with Buff Guy's death. Yeah, I was wondering what happened there. Or if I don't even know if it was her, or if it's just specifically like the drug that she had was also what whoever killed him did. So was it her? Well, she is supposedly the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. So if she is the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama, then maybe she did just inject him with that as punishment. But I don't know. I have so many questions about Rika. What's she doing with it? Yeah. Well, I assumed that the reason that she brought the syringe was because she promised Keiichi to protect him. So I thought she went to attack Shion because she promised Keiichi that she would protect him. Rika also started clawing at her throat. Yeah. Just like Tomitake. Man, this chapter was crazy. Oh, I also wrote that, so in the other chapter, it was confusing because even though one of the twins was supposed to be dead, they heard both twins arguing in their hospital room. And, but this chapter explained it because it explained that Shion, when she started to go crazy, she was screaming at herself. And, like, imagine that she was Mion also screaming at herself. Like, she was playing both personas, having an argument with herself out loud as both people. And do you guys think she was just hallucinating and being crazy? Or do you think that Mion's ghost was actually there? Do you guys think that Satoshi was actually following her? Do you guys think that... I thought it was interesting that the whole time she was talking about, like... Well, Rena was like... Well, I think it was Rena who said it. Like, when Oyashiro-sama is following you, you hear the footsteps, except for you hear one after yours, right? I think Rena said that, right? And then Shion was hearing footsteps, one after hers ended. And then when Rika came into her house, she heard Rika's footsteps. She would take one step after Shion stopped. So it's like, oh, so she is Oyashiro-sama, isn't she? She has to have something to do with it, even if she just knows the same guy who supplies the drug. I'm sure we will learn more in the next chapters. Yeah, this VN just brings up more questions. I thought that this was supposed to be an answer chapter. Rena is a master detective and lie detector. Her story was creepy as well. It's always the footsteps. Rena's still my favorite. I love her so much. And I really liked her scene at the bus stop. She's very creepy. She actually kind of like made me jump a little when the screen switched back to her and she was making that face. I was like, because I wasn't expecting it. I was just expecting normal Rena. I was like, I didn't think Rena would be crazy in this chapter. I also thought, one thing I thought was weird too is that after Satoshi, or after Shion, who Satoshi thought was Mion, attacked Satoko, like the day after that, Satoshi asks Mion to take Satoko to the festival. And I thought, and he also is like, oh, can you watch over Satoko? I thought, why her? She just beat him up. Like, I get that Rena is like new in town, but it seemed like he was like friendly with her, right? Like he was friendly enough to like tell her about how he was thinking about running away. Maybe he thought Rena just wouldn't be a good option for some reason. I don't know. I just thought it'd be weird to have the girl that just beat up your little sister be the one in charge of her, especially like the day afterwards. I just thought that was a little strange. I think she was broken at the end, completely lost it. It also makes me wonder if the demon is real. There seem to be a few moments where people changed, more than one. Yeah, maybe not even just Shion has the demon. Don't go to Watanagashi tomorrow, fam. But you have to. But if you don't go to Watanagashi, then don't you also get punished? Didn't they say that in a different chapter? You lose no matter what. Yeah, Rena said it could also be. Yeah, Rena said it. It also could also be that telling them about the experience makes them live through it. Like that can happen in IRL too if a schizophrenic person describes their delusions to another. Schizophrenic delusions are contagious? Like if a schizophrenic person explains them to another schizophrenic person. Oh, schizophrenic person, they can start to suffer from the same delusion. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's also scary. I guess that's like, that kind of explains like, I don't know if you guys have seen this on the internet. It's kind of like really depressing, but there are like some like places on the internet where people will just like think that insane things are happening to them. It's like a community of like just like schizophrenics just like sharing and validating each other's like paranoia, and it's really scary. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those online, but I've seen those communities and they're scary and they make me feel sad. And I wonder if that's sort of like what you're talking about how if a schizophrenic person tells another schizophrenic person their delusion, they can start to have it too. If you don't go to the supply warehouse. Tell everyone you love Hinamizawa. Yeah. Don't go to the supply warehouse. I thought it was interesting that, like, they seem to think that, like, even for outsiders, like, camera guy, Tomitake, was, like, an outsider, but they still seem to have, like, a very, like, the council people had a very, they still thought that he deserved death, you know? Mass delusion. Yeah, mass delusion. That feels like what's going on in Hinamizawa anyways. Everybody goes crazy. There's a term for it. I think it was on House or something similar. Mass hysteria? Is that the same thing? Mass delusion? Mass delusion sounds right to me. Or mass hysteria. Yeah, it can be very scary. Now I just want to read the other chapters and know what happens next. I feel like after every chapter I'm just full of confusion. More and more confusion. How are they going to tie up all this confusion? Time to get started on the next chapter. Let's go! For the next meeting. The next meeting is in 2 weeks. So the next meeting would be on Saturday the 26th of February. Is that a penguin hoodie? I'm a magpie. I'm a magpie. Hope it all does come to a proper conclusion, but then they got season 2. What? Of the visual novel? Does the visual novel has a season 2? Or is that true? What? Really? I thought there were only 8 chapters. Is there more? My current prediction is that there's something supernatural going on, but you could also explain it in a realistic way. I think that Oyashiro-sama so far, I think, is real. That's kind of what I think. Read the VN a long time ago. This really make me want to read it all over again. So hopefully I can read it to be with you guys next time and discuss it in detail. That'd be fun. It is a very good VN. And all the chapters are like, they're not too long, so I think it'd be easy to reread. This chapter I felt like had a really, like, the other chapters, I liked them all, but this chapter, when I was reading it, I kept, like, thinking about how, like, the writing was really good. I guess with the other chapters, I never thought the writing was bad, but this chapter, I specifically kept thinking about how the writing was good. Pen, mag cat. I'm every animal at once. But no, I'm a magpie. There's some more chapters, but they're like side stories or can expand on more details. Oh. There's a lot of Higurashi content out there. There's also an alternate ending that I hope you can read because I feel it's the best ending for Higurashi. Well, hopefully. What's it called? Is it like chapter 9? There's like 8 chapters of the main story, right? You got a promotion from cat to penguin, which is a bird. So soon maybe people will realize that you are a crow. I'm a magpie. I'm not a crow. You guys, I'm gonna lose it. You guys are gonna make me have a mental breakdown live on stream because of everybody mistaking my identity. There is a lot of Higu content. Give Umineko more love. I've never read Umineko yet. I want to. Isn't it like extremely long, like way longer than Higurashi? That's what makes me hesitate to make it for the book club yet. Hi, Mono no Aware, or is it? So here's the thing with your name. This whole time I'm pronouncing it Mono no Aware, but the other day Amiko read your name, and she pronounced it Mono no Aware, and I was like, oh, is it Japanese? Is your name Japanese? Have I been pronouncing it wrong this whole time? I've just been saying Mono no Aware this whole time, but Ameko read it Mono no Aware, so I was like, is their name Japanese? The alternate ending is called Miyotsukushi. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I'll write it in my notes right here. That way I know to read it. Alternate ending. Miyotsukushi. Okay. I got that written down now. You kind of have, but no worries. Oh, my goodness. It's so silly for me because the first part of your name is obviously not I mean, it's not. It definitely sounds Japanese more than it does English. But then the last word I've just been saying aware. If I ever pronounce anybody's name wrong, you guys can always correct me. You can always correct me and try to spell it out like phonetically. I might still have trouble then though. There's a Sisonia when they cry. What's that? Is that a? I'll look that up. Sisonia when they cry. Is this official? Is it another official thing? What? Is a visual novel set after the end of World War II? Eh? It follows Gauntlet Knights, young people trained to use a new military. Is this related to Higurashi? Well, I guess Umineko is also when they cry, right? So is it just like written by the same people? Heard it was as long as Higurashi. Not sure though. Okay. If it's like the same length as Higurashi, we might be able to do it for a future book club. But right now, the next book club. Oh, what was it? AI, the Somnium or whatever. That game. I think that was the game that we were doing for the next book club. So maybe after that one, unless people would prefer a different one. Yes, please do. There's a mod that includes it. And all the extra chapters. Ah, that sounds good. Maybe we could do that for a book club meeting too. Most people just shorten it to Mono. Okay, I'll start doing that. I'll just call you Mono. Let's be honest, saying name wrong is just a personal nickname. I mean, if you guys like me pronouncing your name wrong, you don't have to say anything. But if you'd rather I pronounce it right, it's best to speak up. Yes, Umineko is related to Higurashi and shares some interesting details. My favorite of the When They Cry series. Umineko is like really highly rated on VNDB, which is part of why I always wanted to read it. It's like one of the highest rated VNs on there. I just always heard it was so long. I saw like a scene of Umineko as a youngin', and I remember being like shocked by it. And that's all I know about it. Umineko is one game. It's not broken up by chapters. Oh, I think it's split into a question game and then an answer game. That might be weirder for a book club, but we could still do it. AI Somen. Oh, it's the one Iris mentioned later on. AI, the Somnium file. That's the one that we were talking about in the last stream because there was this. It was on sale on Steam at the time, and yeah, a lot of people in chat said they would like to do that one, and it was on sale for a good price. I don't know if it still is though. There's also Sisonia. Is it Sisonia? Kikonia. Sisonia? That is part of the series. Oh. I didn't know. I've never even heard of that one. But on you being a magpie, I thought the Maggie gave a huge hint already. Maggie became magpie. That's what I thought. But I'm a cat and a penguin and a crow, apparently. I'm every animal. Umineko does have 8 chapters, but the Steam release collects the question and answer arcs into 2 releases. I see. Maybe we could do if it is in chapters but it's still in the same game, we could still do a chapter based sort of thing like we did with Higurashi. Maggie the Magpie, etc. Yes. I'm Maggie the Magpie. My parents weren't very creative. It's super, super long, but worth it, really. There are lots of things that are super, super long that are worth it, apparently. But I'm so bad with them. But if it's on a book club, then I'm forced to read it. Like Fate. I've tried to read Fate many times. Too long. Give up every time. The Umineko anime was really good? Oh, I've only seen... I just saw the one scene, like, 10 years ago. Or, I don't even know how long ago. A really long time ago. Like, I don't even think I even really knew what it was. And I learned later that it was Umineko. Like... just as, like, a youngin'. A child. I saw a scene from Umineko and I remember it shocking me. I remember being like, what is this? That's all I know of Umineko is that. For book club, just read it chapter per chapter because in game they're split into 8. We'll have to do that at some point. If chat is okay with it, of course. So Sonia is very, very new. Only has the first chapter out so far, and so still early and lots of questions and many crazy-ass theories. Oh, I never even heard of it until now. But it does sound interesting. Maggie has conquered air, land, and sea. You're right! All 3! We'll force you to read it through book club, baby! The sunglasses emojis with baby makes me want to say it in an accent. Like bada bing bada boom. That kind of accent. New York accent. Yeah, the great thing about book club is that it forces me to read it. Because do you guys want to know a secret? Almost every single chapter I have read the night before. That's how bad I am at actually like getting to actually read things. So the thing is, if there wasn't a book club and a structure to force me to, I would probably never do it because I'm just that bad at like getting through things. I drop things so quickly because I'm so like sporadic. Like I just find the next thing and then I forget to finish the last one. So that's why the book club is good because now look, I'm this far into Higurashi, and I've really enjoyed every chapter. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just that I, for some reason, have such a hard time getting myself to read things. So I always say it with an accent, baby. That probably was a very bad interpretation of that accent. OMG the night before. Yeah. Almost every single chapter. Yeah, I want to read it. Okay, if chat wants to read Umineko, then we'll do that. But I feel it when I read Umineko, literally killed a month of my life and did bad in school for that month. I like things like that though, where you get so into it that you can't focus on anything else. Okay, well it's like detrimental to actual real life, but you know that's how you know the thing is really good, right? If it causes you to just completely throw aside all real life obligations. Started reading it yesterday and finished about 3 hours ago. I did 5 hours today. Wow. Yeah, I finished a few hours ago too. Every time after the visual novel book club, I'm always like, okay, let's go read the next chapter. And then I don't. I get caught up with real life things like work. I also, like, usually on days that I don't stream, usually on days that I don't work in real life, I stream. You know, I'm usually doing something every single day. So, a lot of times I just, like, have other things that I'm focused on and I, like, completely forget about it. So then a lot of times I'm like, oh my god, tomorrow's the book club. I understand this book club made me shelf a book I was planning to read, but I have started to read it anyways. It's a lot easier to start something if you have a deadline. Yeah, exactly. Deadlines are very helpful for people like me. Without deadlines, I wouldn't get anything done. Yeah, it was amazing. Made me reevaluate my life and switch majors. Thank you, Umi baby. It made you switch majors? Wow. How did it do that? If you don't mind me asking. Is there like something that interested you in the the end that made you want to pursue it? Kieran, that sounds like a good selling point. It does. I like things where I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't go to work, I can't focus on anything. All I can do is enjoy that thing and like think about that thing. My whole life becomes consumed by the thing. Those are my favorite types of things. Here to sell Umineko y'all on my YouTube channel. I even use nothing but Umi sprites and memes. Should I check out your YouTube channel? I guess I shouldn't if it's Umineko memes. I won't get them, but I could subscribe now so that I can watch the videos after I've read it. How do I go to your page? Oh, I can't just click your username. I think I learned that last time, that I can't click on people's usernames in chat. Oh, here you are. I found you. I found you. Oh, it is all Umineko. I'm not gonna understand any of this. Subscribed. I subscribed to you. Basically, I was super unhappy in my major, and Umineko made me love storytelling all over again. Now I'm a professional in the film industry. Wow. My videos are just game walkthroughs, but I use Umineko sprites and make random movie references. That's fun. Thank you for the sub. No problem. If somebody in chat says they have a YouTube channel, guys, if you have a YouTube channel and you don't want me to check it out, don't mention it in the chat. Because if you mention a YouTube channel in chat, I will go check it out. I swear to you. And I will probably subscribe. Babies. Is the babies in a New York accent too? Bada bing, bada boom. Boyo. I do, but it's empty. Your YouTube channel. Do you want me to subscribe anyway? I think I read off all my notes for this chapter already. Except for the one where I said, this man, and then parentheses, Kasai, has the most angular cheekbones. That guy had the most angular cheekbones. For some reason I have subs. Sometimes people know videos have subs. Is it because you do comment a lot? Like, maybe because of that? No, that one is British accent. The baby's is British accent. British. British. How do British people talk? Babies. Is that British? This man's. Oh yeah, this man, Kasai, has the most angular cheekbones. Yeah, this man's. He has the most angular cheekbones. I haven't streamed for like 4 months. Do you want me to subscribe? I'm gonna go subscribe. If you've ever streamed at all, I will subscribe. You lied. This stream's from 2 months ago. Subscribe. See, if you didn't want me to subscribe, well, you shouldn't have mentioned in chat that you have a YouTube channel. I mean, if I ever subscribe to you guys and you really don't want me to subscribe, you can ask me to stop. Like, if you really don't want me to see what you're doing. But for the most part, I will subscribe. Like that one Austin Powers guy, British. I never saw Austin Powers. I feel like such a I feel like I was raised in a basement with no interaction with the real world or media. Like, I was just raised in a basement, never knowing that media exists, thinking that we were living like the 1500s, because of the fact that anytime anyone brings up anything in chat, I've never seen it before. At least I know what Austin Powers is, though. Wait, it's a movie, right? 2 months feels like 6. You were playing Senran Kagura, Estival Versus. Those games are lewd, aren't they? That's why we're here, dear basement dweller, to tell you more about movies about British dudes that say baby. These streams are just a way for, like, it's like I am still locked in the basement, except for now I'm allowed to stream, and that's the only way I'm allowed to learn about the real world and the media. You've never seen Austin Powers? No. No, I haven't. I know nothing. I don't know any media. If you guys could probably all name your favorite movie, and I've probably never seen it. Just because I haven't seen much. I have, I watched American Psycho recently. That's a movie. I watched that like a few weeks ago. That's a movie a lot of people talk about, and I watched it. See, I've seen a movie before. Internet in the basement, though, is perfect. Comfy basement life with all the entertainment you can want. I want to live in my mom's basement. Actually, my mom's basement is where her room is. Her basement is like really nice and fixed up, and the door goes into the basement. So I don't really want to live in my mom's basement, just because of the fact that it's already just like a living room in there, and there'd be just like, it's not, I don't know, it's not like the feeling of like being, I don't know, it's just always bumping in there. There's just like a lot of activity in the wait, that sounded wrong. In my mom's basement, I don't know how to rectify this conversation. There's just like a living room and an entrance in there, and I don't want to live in the living room and entrance, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. If you want, I don't have a basement. I don't either. My mom just does. Just Like Heaven is still my all-time favorite. That's a movie? What did you think? What did I think about what? Just Like Heaven. Search. Just Like Heaven. 2005. Romance/fantasy. This movie? American romantic comedy fantasy film. Directed by Mark Waters. Starring Reese Witherspoon, Mark Ruffalo, and John Heder. It's based on the 1999 French novel If Only It Were True. A.C. Sevitoy by Mark Levy. Oh, I've never seen this movie. I never even heard of this movie. My favorite movie is the Godzilla from 1954, but I'm not too into movies. Lol. I haven't seen ever a Godzilla movie. I'm not too into movies either. Usually I prefer TV shows, just because with a TV show, like, you have a long time to establish what's going on. I feel like a lot of times movies are so, like, they feel rushed to me a lot of times. I don't think basements are much of a thing down here. Oh. Is it because there's lots of scary bugs over there, and they would live in your basements if you had them? What do you think about American Psycho? I liked it a lot. How How did I feel about American Psycho? I liked it a lot. It's good social commentary, I guess. I liked Christian Bale in it. He did a really good job in that movie. There was really, really good acting. I thought, at least. I thought his acting was really good. It was interesting. Favorite movies are probably Liz and the Bluebird or Clockwork Orange. I know what Clockwork Orange is. I've never seen it, but I know what it is. I don't know what Liz and the Bluebird is, though. Liz and the Bluebird. Is this anime? It's anime. Oh, it's based on the Sound Euphorium novel series. Oh. I can't think of a fave movie. I've seen too many. I prefer TV shows, longer burn. It's a great movie. My favorite movie, I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm a weeb. My favorite movie might be Perfect Blue. Maybe. Movies I like when I want a fast experience that are standalone. But yeah, shows for the true in-depth lore. I agree. That's why I like shows better too. And I like to have characters that I like a lot, and like in a movie it's hard to establish a character. Like characters in TV shows are so much more likable. It's anime! Yes, Sound Euphorium spinoff about two friends growing apart. Growing apart? That sounds sad. Oh, I've watched that anime. You've seen Perfect Blue? I like Perfect Blue a lot. I like it more than Paprika. Maybe I should watch everybody's favorite movie and review them. But what if I don't like your favorite movie? Then you'd be sad. Like, I always wanted to do those videos where it's like, submit to me your waifus or husbandos and I will rate them. But then I always thought, are people going to be mad if I tell them their waifu is shit? What if I don't like their waifu? But, like, it's not interesting if somebody's just nice about everything, right? You want somebody to say how they really feel. Yeah, Perfect Blue, probably my favorite of the Satoshi Kon movies. Me too. Well, I haven't seen all of his movies. I've only seen Paprika and Perfect Blue. I want to see... What else is there? Millennium Actress. Those are the only ones I know. I want to see that one too, though. Never Getting Any More anime like those. Yeah. If you don't like it, unsub. You're gonna unsub because I don't like your waifu. Who is your guys' waifus? Do you want me to roast them? My ultimate waifu. Do you guys want to roast my waifu? My ultimate waifu is probably Senjugahara Hitagi. Amiko already roast me enough for that, though. Honestly, yeah, honest opinion is better and funner when someone has a different opinion. I agree. I like watching videos where people tell people that their waifus are shit. You're allowed your own opinion, even if it's bad. Nagisa from Clan is my waifu? That's a good one, though. I mean, I could make some very, I feel like if I wanted to be rude, I could make a lot of jokes. I do like Nagisa from Clanad, though. If you don't like something I like, it's totally fine with me. I have pretty niche tastes, so I would 100% understand. We would still need to fight to the death, though. We fight to the death. I'll fight you to the death because your waifu is shit. My roast waifu is okay. Roast Maggie Adana. Maggie Adana. Number one roasted Maggie Adana. She looks like a penguin, but she's supposed to be a magpie. What's up with that? Senjugahara's God's here. Not as good as Kiss Shot, though. Well, I have something to tell you. I only watched... Here's the real... Okay, you guys, here's what you can actually roast me for. I've only seen Bake and Nisei. Sorry. I think I can still call her my waifu if I've only seen 2 seasons, though. There's too much Monogatari, though. How am I going to watch all of it? Am I allowed to call her my waifu, then? Bruh. Fake fan. But she's the best, okay? She's really good. I mean, season 1, Senjugahara Hitagi is the best character. Watch Kizu Monogatari. Just 3 movies and they're fun. No, Senjugahara is now my waifu. What, are you saying you're stealing her from me? What are you saying? Because I didn't watch all the seasons. There's too many. Haha, Maggie, you never finished shows. Yeah. Yeah, you remember that about me. I do never finish shows. Yes, she's mine. No. I mean, we can both have the same waifu. She's gonna step on me. No, she's supposed to step on me. My waifu, Aika Sube. Her legendary Jiha original. I don't even know who that is. Let me look that up. I'll roast her just on her appearance. Aiku Sube. Aika Sube. Oh, it's from the cross-dressing twin tail show. Right? It's one of the heroines / lead characters of Ore Twin Tail ni Nanimasu series. She's a 15-year-old freshman of Yogetsu Private Academy and the childhood best friend of Soji Mitsuka, whom she treats like a little brother, and she is rather overprotective of him, although this is later discovered to be because of her massive crush on him. Aika has a complex with her body, especially with her flat chest. I do like Patan. Is that bad to say? There's nothing wrong with liking Patan because that's not the same thing as liking Lolly, okay? I can say what I like. And this character has a really cute character design, actually. I'm not going to roast this waifu. Oh, wait. I thought that she had white... I thought that she had, like, black hair with streaks of white. Because it looks like she does in this one picture. But in this other picture, it looks like her hair is just black. I've never seen this show. Ameko has. I can't really talk much about waifus or husbandos since I don't really watch much anime and prefer live action. Oof. That's okay. Do you have a live action waifu? That's weird. I think that's kind of weird. Live action waifu? Do people do that? You could have waifus or husbandos from video games. No, I don't share waifus. I want that pure, wholesome love. Don't worry, I'll make her happy for you. What? No. No. You said you like Kiss Shot better, though. I do like Uzaki from Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. I haven't seen that. I feel like that's one that I could roast if I wanted to be mean. I've never seen that. I just have heard, like, when the show was popular, I did hear people, like, talk about her negatively. But I haven't seen the show, so it's hard for me to even say. I could try to roast her. I can't, but I don't want to roast you guys as waifus. I was here like, I want to roast you guys as waifus. Say who your waifus are. And I'm like, I don't want to roast your waifu. Roast, please. Okay. Uzaki-chan. Oh, well, I never seen the show. But I remember people saying she was annoying. Okay? Your wife was annoying. I don't know if that's true or not, though, because I never watched it. I just remember watching, Do you guys know Yuta? He makes videos talking a lot about Japan. I watch him because I'm a weeb, and he made a video talking about Uzaki-chan and how people were saying that about her. I never watched the show. I don't know what to say. Make Patan great again? I agree. Patan is justice. Lucia Heartfelt from Fairy Tail. I'm so uncultured. Never watched Fairy Tail. Lucia Fairy Tail. Oh, she's like the main one, right? Is she a tsundere? She looks like a tsundere. Live action waifu. Growing up, I always liked Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. But yeah, feels weird saying live action waifu. Oh, I have one Harry Potter character that I'm unhealthily obsessed with, and I'm not going to tell you who. Because that'd be embarrassing. If anyone ever guessed who, I would say, yeah, that's who it is. But you guys probably would never guess anyways. Celeb crush. That's more of a better thing to say than live action waifu. Kiss shot will be happier somewhere else. Syndrome Hardy now. What do you mean? No. Why? She already had me. I have a bunch of figurines of her. It's fine. It will be funny. I'm late again. Hi, Errol. That's okay. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about waifus. I'm roasting you guys as waifus. Well, I'm kind of not really roasting you guys as waifus. I'm getting too nervous to roast you guys as waifus. Okay, second waifu. What the heck is that name? Devilment Kiryu Delman. What? That is I'm gonna roast that name. That name is insane. Okay, what the heck is that name? Devilment Kiryu Delman. Oh my god, it really is a character. Is she from a gacha game? Oh, she's Show by Rock. Okay, I will roast her right now in that her hair, it looks like a giant, like, caterpillar or something. What is that? Wait, this is what your picture used to be. Oh, I understand everything now. Ah, I see. There, I roasted somebody's waifu. She shares my Twitter image forever. Yeah, she's your Twitter image. It's me, I am Ellen. Hi, I am Ellen. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about waifus. It's Peter Pettigrew. Oh, Peter Pettigrew is so hot. Ultimate husband of all time. I like Ezra Scarlet. She's more soon. Ah, I thought that the Lucia was the soon one. Ezra Scarlet. Oh, she does look soon. She kind of looks like a dominatrix, doesn't she? Oh my gosh. Some of my keys. Some of my keys on my keyboard are broken, and now my key, the left key, is like stuck. Oh well. Now my left key is stuck. Looking at the Delman waifu name, I don't even want to try to type the first name. I copy pasted it. Hi, I am Ellen. Hi, I am Ellen. She likes to fight. The Ezra Scarlet. She likes to fight. She look cool. Celeb crush of the moment is Willa Holland. Willa, I don't know this person. Willa Holland. Oh, wow. I don't want to roast a real person. I can't even roast you guys as waifus. You think I'm going to be able to roast a real person? I get too nervous to roast you guys as waifus. She's from Gossip Girl. Aqua in Kingdom Hearts. Rose Ayame Nakiri. But I don't want to roast a VTuber. I don't want to roast somebody who is a real person. VTubers are real. I know her from The Arrow. I've never heard of that. Ugh. I've never heard of anything. Do you guys have any waifus that you really want me to roast? I didn't do very good roasting. The Uzaki-chan has too big boobs. Too big of boobs. There, I roasted her. The Green Arrow. Is that a superhero thing? You guys always teach me so many things and I have to Google them. Oh, he is. He's a superhero. How about Sora Kasugano? You want me to roast another waifu when I already said the other one had caterpillar hair? You okay with that? Who is this? Sora Kasugano. Oh my god, this is from Yosuka no Sora. This is very easy to roast. Like, this is the incest girl from the incest porn game. Okay, never played Yosuka no Sora, never watched it. Okay, that's just what I know, okay? Sorry. I can't roast people without saying sorry. Nagatoro roast. Nagatoro is seasonal waifu. She's just, you know, if your waifu is a seasonal waifu, then there you go. Here's my roast for any seasonal waifu. You just went along with the herd, okay? You just followed everybody else. Am I going too far? I feel so bad. No seasonal waifu? I'm sorry, but it's true. Nagatoro was the waifu of her season. Like, right now it's Marien from the Dress Up Darling. She's the seasonal waifu. High quality waifu, very good girl. The Sora? I'll take your word for it. Funny thing is that I liked Nagatoro since 2014, so joke's on you. You liked her before she was cool. You guys want to roast my other waifus. I like Yui Otsuki from Idolmaster. You can tell me she's shit. I like Uzuki from Idolmaster. I like Layla from Idolmaster. Oh, and my ultimate husband though is Rin Matsuoka from Free. Do you guys want to roast any of those? This is a roasting battle competition. Do you guys have husbandos to roast? I will roast them all. I will throw them all on a grill and start cooking. I like her when she was an obscure masochist doujin girl. Don't ask me why I was reading masochist doujin though. I won't ask. Lamau. Hi, Izet P. Hi, Izet. Welcome to the stream. My husband was Archer from Face Day Night. That's that hot ass guy, right? Archer. Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night. Oh, but I liked this one. See, I never finished. I didn't get very far in Fate, but I liked him. And then I rage quit when I found out that the freaking orange hair guy is the one who gets to bang Rin. Archer doesn't bang Rin? Why? Okay, that's not the reason I quit. The reason I actually quit Fate was because the laptop that I had it on broke, and I didn't want to restart from the beginning. But that was still something that was upsetting to me because I was shipping them very hard in the prologue. My favorite IMAX girls are Chieri, Iori, Mayu, and Producer-san. Producer-san, the best girl. Okay, Mayu is top tier. Love Mayu. Cherry is just okay to me. She's cute. I guess I don't know much about her personality. Who is Iori? Oh, I only know Cinderella girls. This is the one who said Gangnam Style. I don't know the ones that aren't Cinderella girls. Sorry, I'm uneducated. I don't know who they are. That's okay. Most of them are from Idolmaster. So if you haven't played Idolmaster or watched Idolmaster, then you wouldn't know. Archer is hot AF. He definitely is. It's gotta be Kakashi from Naruto. That's a popular husband, though. Can I roast Kakashi? Kakashi is... He's a dirty old perverted man. Right? I never watched Naruto. I haven't seen anything. Archer kind of bangs Rin technically. Really? But spoilers, so ignore this comment. I'm not ignoring it. I read it. You know what I mean? Amiko would be able to roast her better than I could because I don't know the ones from other Cinderella girls. Sebastian from Black Butler. Sebastian. Can I roast Sebastian? Sebastian is... he's popular with Fujoshis. Is that a roast? I'm a Fujoshi, though. What? I'm kind of a Fujoshi. Kakashi's awesome. Well, I'm supposed to be roasting right now. I can't say positive things. I'm supposed to be roasting. I can't think of my video waifu, but my husband is Samuel Rodriguez from NW Rising. This is a real person. Are you tricking me? Metal Gear Rising. Oh, it is also a Metal Gear character. When you type in Samuel Rodriguez, what comes up is like a Christian evangelist guy. But you have to type Metal Gear Rising. I see. This is a dude. I if it's not anime, I don't know how to roast it. It's a dude. Quick name things about Airi Totoki that aren't size related. Does she like apple pie? Or is that a different character? There's something that's not size related, right? She has big boobs and she likes apple pie, I think. Does she? He's pretty youngish. He's pretty youngish? Oh, I thought he was older. He does read dirty novels. Well, then here's a roast. He's youngish, but he already has gray hair. What up with that? There, roasted him. Gotcha. Dang it, Maggie. Did I find something? Does she like apple pies? Airi Totoki. Do you like apple pies, girl? Girl, you like apple pie? Character description. A soft, airheaded girl, Airi is known for her ditzy attitude and hobby of baking desserts. One of her specialties are shortcakes and cheesecakes. So did I not even get that right? She likes desserts in general. I didn't even really get that right. She just likes desserts in general. 10 from Idolish 7. 10 Idolish 7. Oh! He's so cute! He got a donut! Oh. Roast. Well, let's see. How can I roast them? Let's see. Well, he also has gray hair. Like Kakashi. But he also has a donut. I love that donut. Ram from ReZero. See, here's another seasonal waifu. That's my roast of Ram. She's seasonal. I think you're thinking of Jiraiya. He's the one who's really ecchi. Really? Oh, he does have white hair. But Kakashi also has white hair too, right? Yeah, Kakashi has white hair. Top husband will always be Kizuna Aikawa. Having to Google all the names. I don't know any birdie. Prunus girl. Is this a cross-dresser / gender bender thing? He declares himself a boy at the beginning of the first chapter despite his girl-like appearance and personality. I can't roast a cross-dresser. Because I love them. I wonder if Amiko's read that one. You don't like gray hair? I love anime characters with gray hair. I didn't say I don't like them. I'm just trying to roast them. So I'm saying that they already have gray hair even though they're young. But I don't dislike them myself. I'm just trying to think of a roast. 10 out of 10 manga. Recommended for everyone. I like Maria Holic. That's probably the only cross-dressing one I've really read. I like cross-dressers a lot, but I don't like specifically usually go out of my way to read cross-dressing manga. That's more Amiko than me. I like Maria from Maria Holic a lot, though. You guys want to roast him? Feel free. Nobody's roasted any of mine so far. Maggie stays winning, I guess. Dang, that takes me back. Maria Holic. I like the manga of Maria Holic a lot more than the anime. I liked the anime before, but then recently not recently, but about a year ago, I started reading the manga and I liked it a lot more. Because there's a lot more Maria in the manga. The anime doesn't have that much Maria. Deus Ex Matsurika. Oh yeah, I like Matsurika. I can't roast her. Amika read Prunus Girl and her opinion was meh, if I remember right. You guys talked about it a bit ago. Oh. I don't remember what we've talked about and what we haven't. I know that I've repeated myself on streams before. I'm more likely to read BL than I am to read crossdresser anime, usually. Although a lot of times crossdresser anime could be BL. I want more crossdresser dating sims. Please. I think anybody looks better in a dress. Oh, there's a tummy noise. You heard it? Ah! Yeah, my tummy made a noise. I was thinking, I hope they didn't hear that, but they did. You guys heard the tummy noise. Bleh. But while the stream was, like, in the beginning part of the stream where I just have the BGM and, like, a still image playing, I did eat 2 granola bars in that time, so... But still, my tummy's making noises. At this point, I should be a recommended VTuber for people with tummy noise fetishes. Is that a thing? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I say things without thinking too often. Amiko tells me that. Well, I think Amiko said that she thought it was funny. But she was very shocked by some of the things I said on her stream, I guess. I don't think. Oh, I should think. Was there some cross-dresser dating sim with a male shrine made on Steam or something like that got recommended for me? Is there? I know of one that is a shrine maiden cross-dressing one, but I don't know if that one would be on Steam because I think that one was really arrow. Are you hungry now? It's not really a Maggie stream without tummy noises, desk kicks, and a dropped camera. That's true. Well, I didn't drop it yet today. It probably is. There's a fetish for everything. You'd be surprised. Maybe you wouldn't. Do you know how shocked I was with this one fetish? Maybe I've talked about this. Have I talked about this? I was reading fan fiction one day, and fan fiction, the description was just like, this character helps this other character while he is sick. I thought, oh, it sounds like cute. It's just like a fluffy, like he's helping him out when he's sick. And it was tagged as a word that I never read before. I just kind of ignored the tag because I didn't know what the word meant. And then the fic was really disgusting. And it was full of lots of disgusting vomit. I was like, why is this happening? Why is this fic is disgusting. And then the word was emetophilia, and I learned that means vomit fetish. I learned that from that fanfiction. It was very traumatizing for me. I was very disgusted by that, personally. Sorry if that's someone in chat's thing, but I was very disturbed by that. Well, you love your openness? You love it? I get worried about things I say sometimes. After the stream, I get worried sometimes. I'm sure there's a fetish for everything. You just have to find your niche. Taping the camera? Ah, vomit. Yeah, it was disgusting. I was very disturbed. I'm very glad that that's not, like, a common thing in, like, messed up eroge that I've seen, at least. Because to me, that's, like, the grossest bodily function, probably. Like, that's, like, the number one thing I would not like to see. Personally. I yawn. I, probably, you know, normally when my camera dies, which is usually 2 hours in, I normally plug it in. Today, I'll probably just end the stream whenever my camera dies. I have been pretty tired. I don't know if you can tell. I've been kind of like, I thought I'd been doing good. I've been doing good at keeping the mood up. I do get worried sometimes though, because like I was very tired before the stream. I was like, I will do it. But yeah, whenever my camera dies, I will probably end stream then. But does anybody have anything else we want to chat about? I already read through all my notes. Lately, I've been doing that a lot. Lately, I've been going a lot. Do you guys hear it? If you guys noticed that, I don't know why I've been doing that now. I've just started it. I once talked with some girl, and her fantasy was getting punched in the stomach so hard she would vomit. But I'm sure that's just a fantasy stuff. It's shocking, though. What? Why? That is shocking. I don't understand the appeal, personally. Lately, I've ruined my sleep schedule. I mean, I've ruined my sleep schedule for streams. My sleep schedule for work has been good, but I've been going to bed at like 8 a.m. here lately. It's hard because I don't like to stream in the middle of the night, so always I'm worried that nobody's going to be able to watch me. So, yeah, my sleep schedule got all messed up. I'd have to try to make it a better sleep schedule for stream times. I also want to stream tomorrow morning at 9, so yeah. I don't know what I'm going to stream yet. I did get the extension cords for my microphone, so I can do the cleaning stream. I think I did want to test them out first to make sure that they worked, like that everything still worked. I'm sure it will. So I might do the cleaning stream tomorrow. That'll just be mostly just chatting, but with you guys there to keep me company, like while I'm cleaning. Like, I'll be cleaning, but I'll mostly just be chatting with you guys, so I have something to do while I'm cleaning, because I'm horrendous at getting myself to do things. But if you guys are there and there's an obligation that I am cleaning during the stream, then I will be forced to do it. I usually go to sleep around them normally. Except 8 a.m. there is a lot different. It's different from 8 a.m. here. I did ask some questions, but I didn't really understand. We also didn't talk to each other after that. The girl with the punching thing. My stomach made another noise while I was reading that. Ugh. 8 a.m. Yeah, about the same here. I'm a night animal. Me too. Did you clean your place? I'm a failure. I have such a hard time like bringing myself to start. I get distracted too. Like, there are lots of times where I start cleaning and then I get distracted by like other stuff. Oh, what's happening on YouTube? Oh, what's going on social media? Oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot to do this, that. Start doing other thing. And lately I keep getting distracted about video ideas, and then I'll go start working on video stuff because I have a few scripts that I've been writing for videos, and then I'll start working on that instead of like sleeping, and it's detrimental. I gotta catch your streams more often. Always sleeper this early, but this was a miracle. I caught this. We'll be there for the next book club. Thank you for coming. I understand that a lot of people have trouble coming to my streams because of lots of different, what's the word? Time zones. Time zones and different work schedules. So I understand that there are a lot of people who only watch the VODs because they can't come to the streams. Yeah, you forced Kieran in here today. Should've just blamed it on your cat. Blame what on my cat? Thank you, Saz. Woke up and saw your messages. But it's like, alright, lol. I have a habit of reading, like, people in chat talk to each other in chat, and then I read it out loud even though you're not talking to me. I probably shouldn't do that. You didn't tweet your stream? Ah! You're right, I didn't. Well, stream's almost over anyways now. I'm probably gonna go to bed soon. I need to start remembering to tweet my streams. I do a lot of times tweet like way before, but I didn't even do that this time. But I want to try to remember to tweet when it's happening, because I think that's easier for people to click a link for a stream that's happening rather than a waiting room. It's better when you read our convos back to us. I'm like a text-to-speech person, helping read your comments out loud to each other. I keep yawning. I have a yawning animation, but I never use it. What button is it? I have a paper somewhere with all my hotkeys on it. It's underneath all the garbage. Guys, my house, I'm gonna be cleaning it, and you're gonna be like, it's gonna be like Goofy when he says, "Bitch, you live like this," or whatever he says. What does he say? It's gonna be like that meme when I'm cleaning my house and I'm describing what's happening. You'll be horrified. You'll say, "What?" But you know what? I don't have bugs and I don't have mice, so I'm fine. It's fine as long as there aren't creatures here, right? You guys are gonna be disgusted. You guys are gonna unsub. Everybody's gonna unsub because of the cleaning. It would be like true, like hikikomori levels. If my notification work, I will always try my best to turn off. I missed Amiko's this morning though. It made me sad. Well, that's okay. I'm sure she understands. And like, I mean, there isn't like an obligation. I understand a lot of people want to see any of them, all of them, and come and be here. And we'd like to see you here. But it's like, we're not going to be upset at you if you miss one. We're not going to be like mad at you. But understand that you want to be here because it's more fun to be here and chat. I think 1 hour in advance is good to tweet. I was at work during Amiko stream. Amiko and I have very different streaming hours, so we were talking about this. We were talking about how it might even end up that she might have like a different like follower base than me, just because we don't know how many people are going to be able to watch both of us anyways, because we have such different schedules. But yeah, I won't be mad at you for missing my stream. I understand. Things happen and life happens and time zones happen. I found my button for yawning. I will yawn for you now. My yawn animation kind of looks kind of suggestive. That's why I never really wanted to, like, I always felt awkward using it. Here it is. I yawned for you. I yawned in your face. I yawned in your face because you're boring. I'm just kidding. I feel like I said I yawned in your face, and that's what, usually if you yawn in someone's face, it's not a good thing, right? But I was joking when I said that. Oh my god, I always say things and then I kick myself. Oh, I say the wrong things. I always say things that unintentionally come out mean. Except when I'm trying to be mean, when I'm trying to roast you guys. Well, I got okay at roasting, didn't I? Now I'm in your personal space. I'm in your personal space. Hello. Hello. Time zones for sure. Like, it was like 7 a.m. when I showed up on here. Jeez. 7 a.m. A lot of people don't want to wake up at 7 a.m. I appreciate your dedication. Trust me, I don't think your place will be as bad as the house I shared at uni. It was gross. I puked cleaning the kitchen. Jesus! We have salmon in the fridge for 3 months and beef fat on the kitchen table. Okay, my house is not that bad. My house, I don't have food lying around. To me, food lying around is just like a no-go for me. My house mostly just has like wrappers. There's wrappers for food lying around, but there isn't food. Okay, wrappers for food is still pretty gross, isn't it? There's like wrappers, there's like soda bottles, water bottles, paper towels, and like just miscellaneous junk. Okay, my house is pretty gross. Cute yawn? It was cute? Is it cute yawn? Be more mean? You want me to be mean on purpose? Call me boring? Thanks, Maggie. Be mean, y'all, to me. You know, there are some VTubers who, like, they're sort of, like, their shtick is, like, that they're, like, a dom, and they're, like, mean to their viewers. So I don't think I could do that. I'm not good at that. Only times I've ever been mean are, like, unintentionally I say something that comes out mean when I'm not meaning for it to be mean. There are VTubers whose whole thing is making fun of you, but I don't know if I could do that. I'd feel bad. Unleash your inner soon. You're a baka. That's just unleashing my inner weeb. Baka, hentai, shine. That's what tsunderes say in anime. But when you're an English speaker, that's not being a tsundere. That's just being a weeaboo. It's cuter because you're not naturally mean. I clean my room twice a week, even though I never leave anything around in here. You're responsible. You're clean. That's a good thing to do. I don't. My house is a mess. I clean up after myself. Like, if I eat something, I'll clean up. Like, I don't leave food around. But there's lots of other things just lying around. It's pretty gross. Yeah, my house is very gross. I'll stop trying to make it sound less gross than it is. I don't know what that says. The beginning of that is katakana, isn't it? I can kind of read hiragana barely, and I cannot read katakana at all. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know what does that say? Yeah, food lying around is disgusting. But I have soda bottles lying around, which also starts to smell when you let them sit for a month. So maybe you're not the best to talk. The soda bottles I have all have the cap on them, so I haven't noticed them smelling. Bakaji naino. Bakaji naino. Bakaji naino. Ah. Is that what it says? Bakaji naino. Ah. You are a baka. I'm just kidding. I don't leave food around anymore. I have lots of clutter. You did the thing just then, didn't you? What thing? I did what thing? Translates either I'm not stupid or you're an idiot. Oh. I was reading it as like, I'm not stupid. I didn't think of it as, you're an idiot. Like with a question mark at the end? Is that what it is? Asuka goes, Anta baka. Oh, lip popping. I did the lip popping. I did. Oh. Yeah, the bottles don't smell until you open the cap to crunch them to make them smaller. Oh. I didn't realize. Here's the great debate. I have the answers to the universe, okay? Asuka versus Rei. I have the true answer. Here. Oh, I forgot I still have. I'm just bumping out to the Higurashi music in the bathroom. Many versions of You Call My Heart. I didn't even realize I still had that playing. I didn't have my headphones in. I forgot. Sorry if that's getting annoying from being repetitive. Is it good? Anyways, I have the debate. I have the answer to the Asuka Rei debate, and I don't care what you guys have to say because I have the truth. And, okay, I mean, you guys can fight about this if you want, and I see already that there are some people disagreeing with me, but the thing that I've noticed at least is that Asuka fans actually like Asuka. Rei fans just hate Asuka, and they say they like Rei because they hate Asuka. Usually. Is that not true? Or Saz, do you like Rei? Sorry if that's not true. That's just something that I've noticed a lot. That's why I think Asuka is better. Because I think her fans like her more. I think Rei fans a lot of times are indifferent. You just like Rei? You really like her? Oh, sorry. Was that take... That was a hot take, wasn't it? Was that a bad thing? to say. That's just kind of what I, like, felt like I observed online. Asuka for me, but I don't even like Sindre. Suns are fine. I just like Rei. Tell me, Rei fans. Tell me. Okay, here's the thing. With Asuka, I didn't like her at first, but, like, when you see her backstory, especially in the director's cut, and it's a shame that this is the director's cut. The director's cut has, like, the best Asuka scene ever. The scene where she, like, confronts Ariel, whatever that guy's, Ariel, the angel. That's, like, the best Asuka scene, and that made me team Asuka, personally. Man, all the Rei fans are gonna unsub now. I just gave a hot take. It's good. Higo just has millions of different versions of you, and all are unique. I'm playing the one from the end of chapter 1. Maybe you're just weird. You're wacky. You like Kirino Kosaka. I roasted you about that last time. Thing was, that was like Amiko and I were going to do anime debate, and then we started debating. I didn't think that I was going to have a Kirino fan in chat, and then I felt very bad about the things I said about her. Director's cut is the sure way to watch Asuka episode highlights. Yes. You like Kirino too? Well, I hope you weren't there for my 12-hour stream. What's it from? Asuka and Rei, they're from Evangelion. I guess some people also like Misato, but she's not really in the debate very much. Her name is a reference to Kirino. I used to like her ironically for memeing. Now I just literally love her. That's how I feel about Sasuke. I've never watched Naruto, and I used to meme. I used to like see a lot of memes about Sasuke, and I used to joke about Sasuke a lot. And grew to the point where I started to actually like Sasuke, even though I've never watched Naruto, just from memeing about him so much. It's okay. Most everyone hates Kirino, but with the title of the anime, I wonder why people watched it. I watched season 1 because... Why did I watch season 1? I watched it a long time ago. Probably just because it was popular at the time. And... I don't know. I guess maybe because... I feel like it's really common now to have, like, a main character be, like, a super otaku. But back then, I feel like Kirino was kind of a standout because it was like, wow, she's, like, a mega otaku. And that's kind of why I wanted to watch it. I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen it yet. Evangelion? You should watch it. It's good. Some people don't like Evangelion, though. I like it. Mommy Misato. Mommy Misato. Misato. Kaoru's best girl. Kaoru. Kaoru's like... You know, the Kaoru x Shinji shippers made me think before I watched it that he would be in it a lot more than he is. He's only in like 2 episodes. I kind of thought he was going to be a major character before I watched it. You say your opinion even to offend someone. You shouldn't feel bad for pointing out someone's wrong opinion. Everyone on the internet has an opinion, and all of them are wrong, lol. Everyone's opinions are wrong, including my own. You just got that big boy Evangelion Ultimate Edition box set, and it's beautiful. Wow. I can tell you guys a funny story. I bought a box set of Evangelion when I first wanted to watch it. I bought a box set of it on eBay, and then it got here, and it turned out it was a bootleg. And so all the original show was fine. The original show just had like normal subtitles, and it was all fine. But then we got to watching the end of Evangelion movie that was in the box set, and that was completely wrong because that had subtitles that definitely seemed like it was machine translated, and the subtitles on end of Evangelion They were hilarious. Like, anytime Ray showed up, they would call her Lingpo. For some reason, the subtitles were calling her Lingpo. And, oh my gosh, what did it say? The infamous scene where Shinji, you know, does what he does over Asuka when she's in a coma. And you know how normally the subtitles say, I'm so fucked up. Normally the subtitles say that in, like, the original, like, official subtitles. The subtitles for this version said, I'm so cheap. I thought that was funny. Amiko and I watched that together, and it was hilarious. She's sister from the anime about the sister who loves Eroge. Yeah, Kirino is. She was up one episode, so love Shinji unconditionally. Dies. Chad Cow. Is that a Chad? That's a Chad? Chinese name? Lingpo. Yeah, I thought that maybe it was translated into Chinese and then retranslated into English. Very weird. There was like Ritsuko, they were also calling some other name, but I can't remember what it was. But now Amiko and I we like to refer to Rei as Lingpo as a joke. Oof, anime was the most confusing one for the first time watch, so even more batshit crazy with robot subs. Yeah, it was very confusing and weird. I like Ava for the stories, but I think the mech designs in it are whack. I'm not much... Ava's the only mech I've ever seen. She's awesome. Who? Oh, Kirino. You're talking about Kirino? I love the mecha designs since they're basically organic humanoid spooky monsters. They are pretty spooky. When the robot eat the thing. When the robot eat the other robot's intestines out. Spooky. I still consider the Evangelion Flash dating something the real lore. I've never played that one. I've only ever played Love Hina Sim Date. I never even knew there was an Evangelion one. As a kid, I remember playing Love Hina Sim Date before I even got into anime, just because me and my friends used to go on this one Flash game website, and I can't find this one ever again, which is a shame, because I had like a lot of games I couldn't find on anywhere else. But I remember playing Love Hina Sim Date on there when I had never watched anime before, except for like Pokemon and stuff like that as a kid. And I remember being confused. Going to download Evangelion tonight. Oh my god. Sorry. I just remembered another thing about Flash games. Another traumatizing thing about Flash game dating sims. There is this Flash game dating sim. It was simply called Sim Date. And it features several poorly written girls with written by someone with a very loose grasp on the English language. And there's like 3 girls you can date. I don't remember their names. I just went with like the shy one because she was the least ugly because the art was really bad. And this game actually had nudity in it, which I was shocked by. Or well, it was like it's like it actually had sex scenes, and so I was like played through, and it took hours to finally get to like the part where I was actually dating her, and then there's like a sex scene with her, which I was surprised by because I didn't think usually the Flash games, they don't have actual nudity, but this one had nudity in it. And the worst part is, played the game for hours wooing this girl, only for the scene with her to be a fart fetish scene. The girl in Sim Date, the time that you see her naked, she's just farting. Why they do that? Developer of Sim Date, why? Why do you make somebody play this game for like 6 hours, or however long it took, and then you give them a fart fetish scene? Why, developer of Sim Date? Whoever made Sim Date, I'm asking you a question. Why? Love Hina 1 is great too. It is great. Iconic. The one episode where Shinji watched Unit 1's reflection and see the spooky eye staring back. Yeah, it's scary. Evangelion is scary. Evangelion has a fun VN called Girlfriend of Steel, where Shinji dates a new transfer student. Law has some great jealous Asuka scenes. That sounds funny. Oh my god, very loud car. That car that went by was so loud. There's a few Evangelion dating sims that I've heard of. I didn't know about the Flash one though, but I've seen someone like on VNDB. I like the idea of a humanoid organic mecha, but Eva just wasn't it for me. I don't know much mecha. I can't really comment on the mecha discourse. What? Reminds me of Randy Marsh. Is there a part where Randy Marsh sees fart porn? Is that a thing that happened? To fix that sim date, I'll make it take 10 hours instead of 6. 10 hours just to be rewarded with a horrible fart scene. It was weird too. The especially weird thing about that scene is she's just like naked and you have like a feather, and the game tells you to like tickle her, and then like she just starts farting when you tickle her. It was very shocking for me. After playing Sim Date for like 6 hours. I literally thought it was gonna be like the Love Hina game, where after you date them for like 6 hours, they just you just like get taken to the beach and you like get pictures of them in their bikini. And then there's actual nudity, and I was very shocked because I wasn't expecting that from a Flash game. And then she just farts in my face. What's up with that? Hee, I have this feather. Hope you don't fart on me. Sounds like a shitpost, honestly. It was horrifying. Yeah, the ep where the internet died. There was a fart scene in that. I remember that episode. I think, didn't they just draw things on the paper though? That I have a lot of like traumatizing things I saw as a child on the internet. I also learned about what scat was in a very traumatizing way. Do I want to go through that story? Have I told that story on stream before? I think I might have. I remember you saying Emote Paradise was traumatic. I like that one. It was traumatic because I didn't know what I was getting into when I downloaded it, okay? With Emote Paradise, I was like really young and I didn't know what a Nukige was. And I literally had only played like Katsuba Shoujo and like Clannad. You know, like games where the plot, where it was focused on the romance. Like, not just like straight up eroge. And so when I played this game and there was no plot and it was just incest porn, I was very shocked. I didn't even realize things like that really existed. It might have been like the third game, probably the fourth dating sim I ever played, because I also played Hatoful Boyfriend really early. He wants to watch Brazilian fart porn. Really? I didn't remember that. Damn, now I want someone to make a VN, which seems to be wholesome, but as soon as the NSF stuff starts, it's the most effed up thing. That would be funny. That'd be a funny way to traumatize people. The dating... Well, this one was always messed up. But Yandere is a dating sim. It's just called Yandere. It's pretty bad, honestly. It's, like, really poorly written. But that one, I just had a lot of scenes that traumatized me as a kid, too. That one I played really early on. Nice tummy grumble. Stop hearing it. I need to get a microphone that filters out tummy grumbles. The nerdy girl is best from one from Emoto. I don't remember any of them. The only time I played it was back as a young child, horrified, and then I deleted it. I don't remember any of them. I remember just being like, where's the story? I didn't know what Emoto meant either. I didn't know what I was getting in for at all. I used to download VNs off of this very shady website that didn't have descriptions. It just had pictures. It's a very shady website, and that website is actually what broke my old laptop because I got a virus downloading Nekopara. So I didn't know what I was getting into. I used to just go on to that website, and whichever one had the cutest girls in the picture, I would get it. Unless I had heard of it before. Like, the first one I got from that website was Canon, and that's because I had heard of Canon before and I knew it was good. And then I didn't know the other ones. Emote Paradise just had the cutest girls. Tummy Grumble filter, unsub. You want to hear the tummy grumbles? This might be a weird question, but this might have a way to block out tummy grumbles. Yeah, I have to ask that to everybody. Heck, the one I used to read about VNs is still up. The website? A website? I bought Nickel Part from Steam and I had to patch it. See, I didn't have money back then. Fuanavel. Oh, Fuanavel. I use Fuanavel sometimes. Fuanavel is down a lot. I have problems with Fuanavel being down a lot. But I use Fuanavel for like walkthroughs. And, oh, isn't Fuanavel the one where they used to have downloads on it, but then they took it down because they started to change their policy? I think they used to have like torrents on there and then they started taking them down. I used to be here's the thing, here's also, because the thing is, torrenting is usually, in my experience, safer than direct downloads, but I used to be, like, as a teenager, I was too scared to torrent things, so I would just look for whatever website had a direct download, and those websites were the ones that would give me viruses. I used to use it for everything. I use it mostly just for walkthroughs now. I translated games at one point, too. Wow. The world of visual novels has changed so much because now, before you like had to pirate things anyways. Like now, there's way more that are accessible. I feel like Nekopara was the point where things started to change though. Because I feel like that was the first one that got like pretty popular here that was translated. And I feel like maybe that's why people started, like companies started to see they could do official English translations. Keeps better to torrent stuff. Yeah, torrenting I've never had a problem with torrenting things. I've only ever had a problem with direct downloading things. But I don't know, now that I'm an adult and I have money, I usually just buy things. As a teenager, I never had money. Unless, nowadays, I only ever torrent things if they're things where you can't get it officially in English now. That's usually what I do now. I'm probably gonna end the stream just about now. Overslept a bunch. Hi, Maggie chat. Oh, hi, kid. You shut up right when I just said I was about to stop streaming. I'm so sorry. But I am gonna stream tomorrow morning too. I'm gonna stream at 9 a.m. tomorrow too. Did have problems with the games I used to torrent. I don't torrent games anymore, just TV and movies. Ending, I was just getting comfy. I'm sorry. I was gonna end because, well, I was gonna end around 2 hours. It's a little over 2 hours now. Just because, like I mentioned earlier, my sleep schedule has been weird, so I'm very tired. And also, I just have had a headache for a while. I took aspirin earlier, but it didn't go away. I was really worried that I would not be able to be entertaining on stream, but I feel like I've been doing an okay job. I feel like I've been having fun at least. And if I'm having fun, I usually take it to mean that it's a decent stream. Bye-bye. Hope to be there for the next book club. We'll follow you on Twitter too. So long. Thank you. Thank you for the follow on Twitter. And I'm excited to see you at the next book club. Okay. I gotta say goodbye now. I've got like 7 external hard drives full of shows. Jeez, that's a lot. It's okay, definitely be here for tomorrow's stream. Your streams are fun. Thank you. I feel like I was kind of like, I probably sounded tired today. But anyways, thank you all for coming to my stream. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Bye bye.